Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Faithful Fragrance Hyderabad. This is Mr. B, and I've got something nice lined up for you today. So, here in my hands is Boss the Scent Eau de Parfum for her. Now, there is an interesting story with this fragrance that I'm going to be telling you shortly. And this is one of my most popular fragrance that my curators have been asking for once again, but I have not brought it back for a while. Let me tell you about it. You can see the pretty bottle in the nice box. The bottle has a slight pink hue to it. We're not gonna get into it just yet, as I promised you a story first. So, Boss the Scent. So this is Boss the Scent Eau de Parfum by Hugo Boss, of course. This is for her fragrance. And the notes prominently in it are peach, freesia, osmanthus, and cocoa. The peach is the most prominent part of this fragrance, actually. The bottle itself is really very nice. It's sculpted well and has a good feel to it. Not too heavy, not too light. This is the 100 ml that you can see in my hands right now. What does the box say? The box says Boss the Scent Eau de Parfum. And at the very back, you see some text. Not sure if you'd be able to read it, but I can read it out for you. It's really light, so I need the right lighting to even read it myself. It says, an irresistible fragrance, unforgettable like a savored seduction, exquisite notes of honeyed peach, delicate freesia bloom, captivating osmanthus flower, and intensely roasted cocoa seduce the senses. Indeed, the first thing I can tell you about this fragrance is that it is very popular. And there have been many flankers that have come out since then, but this is one of the OGs from Hugo Boss for the women. And this is something that has a crude story to it. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it while trying to maintain as much decorum and privacy as I can. So this is my sister's fragrance. And when I was starting off with my decanting, there was a lot of people who would ask me, my curators would ask me, Baruch, why do you not have any female fragrances? And this was a question asked week after week after week. And I said, you know what? I'm going to get it soon. I'm going to get it soon. And finally, I decided to pull this out of the box. And I asked my sister, you know what? I'm going to sell some of this and get it to my female curators as well, who have been really asking for a female scent. And this one is a really gorgeous one. It is a mature, womanly scent, at the same time being very light and skin friendly, especially for the summers. So the story behind it is my sister and I went to meet a few friends of ours, one of who's currently based in America. I think her sister is too. We've known them for multiple years. And they had a mutual friend who my sister knew as well, and they did too, who was very into her. So he decided to meet her one time, and this was the gift he got her. And she has enjoyed using it, but I've enjoyed even more giving it to my curators. So sorry about that, whoever has gifted this. I mean, you have gifted it to multiple people at this point, you could say. So the first one was a 50 ml that was gifted to her that she used up and she really liked, and she decided to get the 100 ml. Now, for those of you who know Boss, they are sort of the more affordable side of fragrances. And not always, if you're not buying on discounts, they can be just as expensive as other designers, but not always the case. They are considerably cheaper. Say something was 10,000, this would be around 8 or 7,000 instead. and you can get some good offers online, or you can always reach out to me and I could give you some even better offers at times. And Boss, or Hugo Boss as a company itself, is pretty impressive for their fragrances. I've got the Boss the Scent EDT for men right here that I'm going to be reviewing later. This is the older variant of the bottle. The newer ones have a steel frame around them. And this, of course, is the one for women. So, out of both, this is the one that I prefer the most because it is a much more soothing, comforting fragrance, whereas the Boss, the scent for men, is much more screechy and loud and a little bothersome to the nose. So, as I was saying, she got this 100 ml for herself because she used up the 50 ml, and I've used up quite a considerable amount of it, giving it to my curators as well. If you're wondering how to be one, you can message me on Instagram at Faithful Fragrance Hyderabad. And no, this is not sponsored by Boss, Hugo Boss, or any affiliates as such. This is just a plain review from my own collection and of those around me. So I don't think they would sponsor me with 30 subscribers that I've got anyway. So, well, if they do, I'd be impressed. But nonetheless, I've also promised you guys that I would come up with more female fragrances for my female curators. So this is one of them. Now, enough said. Let's get right into it. So as I told you, the most prominent note in this is peach, but it's held at the bottom with cocoa, roasted cocoa, freesia, and osmanthus. For those of you who have heard the line osmanthus wine from Genshin Impact, if you've ever played the game, yes, that osmanthus is in this fragrance. Typically more for the summer, but an all year round friendly fragrance as well. Not too great for the winters, I would say. It lacks a bit of the hold a winter fragrance should have, but definitely all year round friendly and very comforting to wear. The bottle itself has a really nice design. It has lifted lettering of Boss, and Hugo Boss is printed embossed to the right. The scent also right below it. It's got a metal atomizer as usual, very nice. A well sculpted bottle, of course. You know, we like those here. You've got the batch number below, and let's give it a try. The cap itself also has Hugo Boss engraved on it. So, and it's a click cap. It clicks in place, but it's a bit loose, not too firm, but holds well enough. I would not trust it too much though, so you gotta be a little careful with that. So, let's give it a try on the strip. Beautiful atomizer, fine mist pressurize, and yes, the peach, very sweet, sugary peach. That is the caramelized peach that they were talking about in the fragrance, which is very, very, very nice. Has a slight soapy feel to it. I guess the white flowers in it give it off that. But truly a gem of a fragrance, if I'm being very honest with you. Very, very nice. Nothing like it in my collection at the moment, so I am considering getting another bottle of this eventually, because my curators have been begging for this to come back, other than the Carolina Herrera's 212 Forever Young as well, 212 Heroes Forever Young, and this one right here. People have been obsessed. And many of my curators know I don't bring back bottles unless it is feasible, unless they prefer it, sells out fast enough, and I can find it at a good price for them also to enjoy. Beyond that, yes, lovely, beautiful fragrance. When I got this fragrance to work, there were a lot of orders for it immediately. People really enjoyed it, and they were immediately on for it. And They wanted this really impressively. They were very happy with it, in fact. All of my female curators, especially, and some male ones that got it for their wives or girlfriends as well. Truly classic fragrance, honestly speaking. We're going to also try it on my skin now. Again, one of the best atomizers I've come across, really. The skin feels the same as on the strip. A little more extra of the soapy, sugary peach to it again. But beyond that, it is rather nice and comfortable. Again, nothing bad I can tell you about this. Whether it's refillable or not, nope, it's not refillable. It's an EDP. I'm not sure if it lasts extremely long, but from what my curators have told me and from when I've put it on my skin, just for the heck of it. For those of you who know me, I like to put on a female fragrance on my skin when I want to take a break from the loud male fragrances that I've got. And a lot more have joined the collection again. I tried to put them a little more better this time, so apologies if there's too much of a mess. But yes, really, really very nice. Have I got other Boss perfumes? Nope, but I've had it in mind to get them. I'm very interested in their fragrances, especially the bottled series. And I believe there is a new bottled woman fragrance that has come out as well. So I will be reviewing it, and you guys can always check it out on my channel, and you can always ask me for it as well. So despite all the flankers out there, this one stands firm, this one stands strong, and truly a classic that you should definitely get for yourself or somebody who enjoys an effeminate scent that is truly intoxicatingly incredible. You know, I love my designers, and I'll tell you the reason why is because they are faithful, right? You can't go wrong with them. They're made to be mass appealing, and that is not an easy task. Just remember that. And that was all. Boss, the scent for her. Eau de Parfum. I will be back with more reviews soon with the other fragrances in mind. Completely forgot I also do have this one right here. Hugo Boss Energize, which is a discontinued gem from around 2005, 2007. And a friend had asked me maybe 4 months ago, Baruch, can you find this for me? And I did. Here it is, Mr. A. If you want it, you know where to reach out. I don't think he even watches my reviews, but if he does, he'll find out. I did give him a little sample though. Told him if he wants more, you know where to go. But I'm thinking of gifting him some nonetheless. That will be it. Thank you for tuning in. It was a pleasure as always, and I will be back with more. Have a lovely day. Faithful Fragrance Hyderabad signing off with Mr. B. Bye bye.